Pope will dump it in.
I would think we'd see a lot more of that. This is usually a skilled group, but I think they're going to dump the puck and try to forecheck as much as possible and play that grinding style of Rampage.
Zaklenko will move in. Pass to the slot, picked up by Davies, who whips it just wide. Centering feet, got tangled up to the side of the net. Now Garbutt knocks down his man to Haydar. Haydar looking towards the slot area. Rank wide pass. It's up with Tim Miller playing his second game with the Wolves. Haydar behind the net, lost the handle. Garbutt stays out there and controls the puck deep. Toss pass out in front, and it was swung wide. Good coverage by the Rampage in front of their net. Summers lost it. Yes. Miller shoots, and with that Haydar shooting and scoring on a feed from Miller. His second game with the Wolves. He has a helper, and Haydar gives the Wolves the lead.
Just a beautiful feed, and that's what Darren Haydar finally able to plant himself. Last night, he led the team with 7 shots and some beauties. In fact, he cranked one right off the bean of Toivonen. But this one here, just back away from the check. And Miller, who finds the loose puck, somewhat of a giveaway by the defenseman Summers. A perfect feed and a one-timer. Montoya drops down as the goalies do today, and there's a lot of room for Darren Haydar up top.
14th goal this season for Darren Haydar. And he talked about it there. He picked the corner and put it home. So the Wolves scoring their first goal of the game, just the 18th time that they've done it. They're playing game 46 of the season.
Down and take it away.
Good start to the game for Darren Haydar and Jason Krog creating chances. Haydar now with 40 points on the year, 14 goals. They're top 6 in the AHL. Walking in, Zaklenko glass off the glove, rebound, they score! Jared Ross.
This time, and this is exactly what we were talking about, Jason, in our open, is being in position around the net. Creating something that might not be there, or out of nothing, because the goaltender is going to make a save, but there might be a rebound for you. So those dirty areas. Mark Matheson leads the troops in. Deveaux, Zaklenko shot a hard one, and look at that puck released off Montoya. And good positioning by Jared Ross. He beats everybody to the puck and makes it 2-0. For the Wolves.
Jared Ross getting his 13th goal of the season. Puts him 4th in the team in goal scoring now. Haydar and Mahacek tied with 14, and Dawes leading the entire AHL with 21. Back on the attack. 2 goals already. Couldn't buy a goal last night against Rockford.
Isn't it funny? But again, this is a tired group, and they're taking advantage right now. It's exactly what we were hoping for.
Yates will dump it in deep. Hallway comes in hard. Nice bump on Garbutt. Hallway now gives a shove to Boris Vlahovic.
Come on, here we go.
They're going to drop the nets.
That's Boris sticking up for Garbutt.
And how about the stones on Hallweg there, dropping the mitts with the much bigger Boris Vlahovic.
This is his game, though. This is what he has to do. That's why he's here.
Right now they're wrestling. Vlahovic tries to stretch him out, lands a couple rights. So far, all Boris Vlahovic. Hallweg giving up size, trying to fight back, hanging in there, but Vlahovic doing the damage. Wrestle down to the ice.
Boris lost his footing there, and Hallweg, it's a good play on his part not to further try anything else on top of the big guy. He knows there might be retribution after that. Schedule really since the 27th of December. And the Wolves with Houston heading into this game today. The most games played in the American Hockey League. 46. This is number 47.
So it's blood on Tuesday, beer on Wednesday. And Garbutt hustling up ice, 2-on-1. Lets his shot and scores! What a coast-to-coast play there by Ryan Garbutt. And he nets his 10th goal of the year.
Oh, very nice. What a shot this is. And you wonder what happened. Where is this coming from, and where was it this week? Starts off with Garbutt on the dot, gets some help from Andre Deveaux, who busts through. And he actually has 3 guys surrounding him and sprinkles a puck through them. Garbutt picks it up, and he just lets go of that twisted wrister, top shelf. What a gun. And plenty of room there. What is Montoya looking at? He's leaning to his right. This puck is sent the opposite way, and a beauty it is.
So 10 shots for the Wolves, 3 goals. Ryan Garbutt in double digits now with his 10th of the year. Nice milestone for him.
Deveaux a couple of helpers, I think, already today.
Soft hands for Andre Deveaux. 2 assists in the game.
I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say
Back after it is Zubrev. Over to Arturs Kulda. Now Pettersson coming up ice. Able to work around to check. Got knocked down, gets back up. Plays it off to Dawes. Trying to happy sack it up to his stick. Little crowd controlling. His feet, Boris Volobin. Volobin stick handling up top to Paul Postma. His shot off the stick and he scores! Paul Postma plays it off with Stapleton again.
Yeah, that's right. It is Stapleton, I believe, hits in the boot or the shin pad, and what a funny hop this is up in the air. And it comes down in the crease and has enough momentum. Krog with the puck. Takes his time with it. Comes across with it. Volobin, look at this dangle. Holy jumping. Makes a nice move to Postma. There's the wrister, and it will hit Stapleton. And up and over. And Stapleton, I'm sure, will get credit. Postma the assist along with Volobin a la Bobby Orr.
So Tim Stapleton has a goal in the game. So he has points for both teams in this season series. As that one bounces into the Rampage bench. He had actually an assist. I thought it was a goal that he scored against the Wolves in San Antonio, but it was a helper.
But is it not funny to see these goals going? You know, we've been talking about dirty, ugly goals, and this is what we're seeing now. I mean, there's obviously Garbutt's goal is a pretty goal, but overall, just what a difference around the net.
Instead of making 6-win predictions, start asking for garbage goals early. He waited until the 7th game of the homestand to ask for it.
Garbage goals. You got it.
He did.
Struggled. Didn't make playoffs, but as you mentioned, a little different look. You have to often wonder as an assistant coach what he was thinking at times. But he's got his team in the midst of it all now.
Working in, Hallweg shoots, he scores, and the shutout bid for Drew MacIntyre is over. High and hard for Ryan Hallweg, his 8th of the year.
How about him against the Wolves?
That's a guy that's a tough year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guy that plays the game aggressively, fights, and gets under the skin of guys. Seklenka's attempt is knocked down. Bates, what a smart play. He quickly gets across and just so much time for Hallweg. The Wolves caught flat-footed in the offensive zone with the turnover, and there it is again. It's not a neutral zone, but it's good enough to be one, and ends up in the back of the net. And again, that's an area you got to be smarter with.
Boy, you credit Hallweg there with that shot. MacIntyre well out of his crease to challenge, too, and he still was able to pick the corner.
It's kind of a shot you take in practice and score a lot on.
Now a penalty call coming up for holding the stick, and that's going to go against the Wolves.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
yikes.
San Antonio gets at the scoreboard, and now they get the power play.
What a late call this ends up being, though. I thought the infraction occurred quite a bit ago, and I was watching the referee. I thought initially it should have been called, and it's Garbutt again. Don Lever doesn't like that, but the hand didn't go up, and that's what I was looking at. And, okay, here we, top of your screen, see if Ryan Garbutt comes into the picture. There's the grab of the stick underneath the arm. And that'll be the call. It's called the water skiing.
Fun in the summer months, not so good during the hockey season.
No.
Power play number 5 for San Antonio, 0 for 4, 7 shots on the man advantage. Hallweg the goal scorer for Bates at 1:39, and Hallweg taken into the referee Davis by Zubrev. Is the crowd excited? Hallweg has the puck again. His shot got through, and MacIntyre turns it away. Zubrev able to muscle it out to center.
He's had a solid game. Zubrev, he's been in the lane of many shots and been strong around the puck.
Getting back in the lineup and healthy, he has been very noticeable on the penalty kill, and he clears the zone once again.
And this time, better work by Kula in front. He does the job, takes a couple of guys and steers them away from the puck. That gives Zubrev a chance to find it and get it down.
San Antonio, Bates will hustle in. Bates dropping it off in the slot. Evan shoots, he scores, and we've got a 2-goal game.
That play should never happen. The Wolves were in position there. They hit the puck, and they kind of steered themselves away from it, and it just laid there forever to wrist it. You got to want the puck. Don't think someone else is going to get it and take it. Step into those areas and want it. And we'll see on this replay. Watch it just lay there. There it is. It's dropped off, and there's guys in the vicinity. Got to go out and get that. Got to force that. Don't let that shot come. You standing flat-footed. Big screen in front. Yeah, look at Drew. He doesn't see this at all. There, he's trying to find his way By the time he does appear around, it's already on the way, and he doesn't ever pick it up.
Wording the call to Watt, and Stapleton will bring it up ice to Jared Ross. Ross working in. Cuts towards the slot. The seas parted for him. The nice stop by Montoya.
Good shot.
Paul Postma back to Stapleton. Directs it over to Ross. Now Dawes. Stapleton picks up from there. Pressure. So back to Dawes. Down low. Ross over the corner. Cycling was broken up by Nolan Yonkman. Ross able to hold the zone. Hooked up. Didn't get the penalty call he was looking for. Now Postma one time shoots. He scores! Powder River! Smoke him if you got him, Billy.
Oh, boy. I'll try one later on.
Jeez,
that is a beauty. Wow. Well, it's one of the reasons why I asked him about going to the All-Star game, and that slap shot he has, I'm sure, in the skills competition, he'll be someone to be reckoned with. Said he had 91 as a junior, a young guy, miles per hour, and this one is a beautiful shot. Goodness. Top shelf against the grain. Couldn't ask for it any better. And that is a huge goal with 8 minutes remaining.
I know the plan at some point this year is for you to go one-on-one with Peter Benito as a goaltender. I'd like you to see it just take one Paul Postma shot.
From center ice.
Paul Postma. Now the Galaxy home remodeling man advantage. Earning another $100 for the fine folks over at the Cancer Institute at Alexian Brothers Hospital. Galaxy, the official home remodeler of the Chicago Wolves, and what a big blast there. So we're able to do that, scoring 4 goals in the first period. Gonchar, the shot fought off by MacIntyre. Rebound is with Haydar. He will come through center with 20 seconds to go. Boris Vlahovic deep in his offensive territory. Looking it to Haydar. Haydar controlling, the fans rise to their feet here at Allstate Arena. Not perhaps the 7-game homestand that the Wolves envisioned, but they end on a positive note. 5-2 over San Antonio.
Well, a solid victory. No doubt about it. You mentioned much needed. They bookend this 7-game homestand with a couple of convincing wins in the middle low. Not quite the meat that you wanted in that sandwich. But this was a very good win, and now a couple of games in Grand Rapids. Hopefully they can continue. The biggest problem the Wolves face is the fact that they played more games than anybody in the West Division.